Good morning, Slot family. Anthony Bateman Sr. from Minota Raceway, coming to you this morning to work on my layout. I'm going to work on upper level, attempt to anyways, and let's get started. Get it here. Anyways, I don't know how this is going to go, but we're going to go for it. I'm going to mount these things on the wood. So I'm using 1.25" torque heads, and I was hoping they would have something smaller than that, but they don't. So just gotta do the best I can do. So I'm gonna mount these babies and this wood, and then we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And anyways, it's gonna be too thick again, so and this thing too, I'm not gonna be precise on the measuring, just gonna eyeball. So we'll see what happens. I think I'll put a diagonal in the beginning. This arthritis is something that's very painful. See, it already went through. Us, it stinks. And the thing is, that already, I didn't pay attention and it moved a lot. That's the problem. So, leave back this screw out. You know, I love these type of screwdrivers. I mean, you know, power driver, I should say. See the damn, what I don't like, the screws kind of, poking through on me. So we're gonna see what happens. You know, just, you know, what it is what it is. I think you guys can see me. You know, I could have made this a lot cheaper just using blocks of wood, and I kind of already, like I said, I get these visions, and when I think about it, sometimes it's kind of foolish, because $200 for this hardware is kind of a little bit much. Nobody's going to pay attention to it. Only knows really is me. But the other screws I got for the bottom of it, it looks like the nuts they use are bolts on the real deal. You know, this stuff's already going a little crooked on me, so we're gonna see what happens. And this might even be too tall. So here's the center. So I'm gonna come down here and I'm going to put this in like this. And the object is to flip it up. So we're gonna see what happens when I stand it up. This shit's so heavy. Oh man. Ooh. You know, I'm just not strong anymore. That's the part that really gets me down, you know. And this thing's really tall. I didn't think it was, you know, I'm gonna try it again. Ooh, and see what happens. There. Holy shit. Whew. That might be too tall. But I'll have to go on the other side and take a peek. You know? And I'm already screwing up kind of because holy shit. Wow. That's that's heavy. And the thing is, this wood kicked out a little bit. So, I don't know, guys. This is kind of... I'll put another one down, see what happens. And I got to take a measurement first. Then I'm going to take the camera, and then we'll go across the way and see what we got here. So, okay. So it's like 22 inches. So I got to come down this way, 22 inches. And let's see. I got another board right here. So see, I put all these in a box. It's easier for me to carry. You know, I got all different sizes here. So, ouch. Oh my God, shit. Oh, damn it. Oh, it's like putting your hand down on a spike. Damn, I gotta grind those off. You know, my hands used to be, you know, when I was working all the time, they were really rough. Like that would never even hurt me, you know. Now it's like I feel like a wuss. You know, when you have your strength taken away like that, you know, I believe me, I'm thankful still because I'm still alive. That's the main thing. But when you're not strong anymore, I was freaking strong. My friend used to call me the man of strength, you know, Brother Heels. Not anymore, I'll tell you that. There's net and the wood right there. The thing with this wood is I got it cheap with pallet tops, you know, and I could have got the legs and used them for these pipe, but I wanted a certain look, you know, because eventually shit, that one ain't crooked. I want to use I want to get, well, I didn't pay attention there. That might go in, that might be really crooked. So, and then I got some other wood like from Home Depot. I'm gonna make a platform that's up in the air, and I already got a name for it. I'm calling it the Eagle's Nest. And I want to put the old Wide World of Sports logo in there with a guy with a camera up top. That's my plans. On each part of the section, I'm naming after my grandkids. The parts of the road course, which I think is pretty cool. I just have to, when I'm talking, sometimes my concentration kind of goes out there. What I like about this, you know, you can screw it in slow. So when I get it to where it needs to be, then I'll screw it home, you know. Well, it takes time, and that already went crooked on me. That's what I don't like, you know, just, nobody's gonna see it, but I know it, you know. And that's what I don't like, because I want to do it right. So, but I'm 22, I gotta go 22 inches down. This way. So I gotta lift it up again. That's the part that's tough. This box, I might have to get it on the floor, because that's all the more weight I'm gonna have to lift. And I'm not that strong anymore, so every bit of weight adds up. I bought this big level, and I bought the squares because when it goes across the track, I want it to be kind of uniform, kind of square. You know, like I said, it's a racetrack, so. But just lifting this thing is tough. So I've got to put this underneath here. Whoops. I got to basically, you know, to get it where it needs to be, but it's a chore raising this thing up because I don't have that strength. And then we'll go over across the way, and then we'll see how it is. And maybe I'll put a few more down. But the thing is, I can't really nail them home because that one wasn't too bad. But it's not, man, it's not really straight either. So I don't know why. This is has to. See, those screws are messing me up. Okay, so wow, I'm way off, guys. Way off. So shit. Okay, that wasn't too bad. No. Whew. That's getting there. Let's see. It's about a inch off. See, once it's up there, oh, it's pretty easy to move. But so the final one, let me come down here. We'll measure down 22. And man, I'm not so out of breath. It's craziness. So the next one, I don't. So we'll have to see here. I might not need, let's see. We're gonna come down. I'm gonna grab 2 more. And, boy, I gotta make sure I get a mental note in my mind for those screws that are coming up, because that didn't, that was, see, I'm so weak. Jesse, got it. Here's another one. I should measure that and give you guys a length on it. But I'm gonna come down here and we'll see what happens. 22s look right there. Let's see what happens. Whew, so out of breath. Shit. We gotta come down this one more. So I should have brought 2 down, and well, you know what? That's terrible. You know, I couldn't imagine somebody who smokes. Like my poor aunt, she smoked cigarettes, and she was like a fish without water. That was sad to see. And that's my aunt though. I really loved her, you know. She was good to all of us, nurturing. You know, what did I do with that? Well, I know I had another one. You know, I now see I walked down here for nothing. You know, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. See, now there's I'm kind of screwing up though. I think I should. Just like, I got them 22 a piece. So, okay. I think, okay. This should go here. So I think, and so, then I gotta, alright, so I gotta screw that in another board. So, you know what, I think I'm screwing up now. No, I got that right, so. Okay. I think that's right. Put it this way, I hope it's right. So, shit. I need I gotta take this out of here. So, I gotta put this one in the middle, like I thought. So you're still thinking as I go. Let's see. I got one more. I have to use this to grab a piece. You know what, guys, I don't mean to keep saying the same thing over and over. I just so out of breath. Okay. All right, so we'll take this piece and this has got to go in the middle, and then I'll start climbing down. You know, this is like the highest point. So, we'll screw this piece in. And then I'll walk on over and show you what's happening. Hopefully this thing's filming too, because a couple times it kind of didn't do me right. This thing moves so much, you know. See, it's already, the screw's down too far. So I might have to back up a little bit. Once this is done, then I'm going to come around and show you guys, talk a little bit, and then shut it off and finish it, because I'm sure, you know, guys that want to listen to it are going to listen to it, but the guys, because some guys are just going to be bored with me talking. But I didn't sleep that good last night. My mask wasn't on my face, and I wish my girlfriend woke me up. It was on my face, but not a good pressure on it. So I chose like a red face and then a smiley face. A smiley face means you got good air, you know, coming into you. The red face means not. So I need that machine to breathe with, or else I'm screwed. I gotta have air. So, so I'm gonna take a nap. I'm not gonna push it like I usually do. I'll go down, take a little rest, and then come back and do some more. Then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna have some relaxation with my fish and play some jazz music with my iPad. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't really take a drive because I only have so much gas. So the foliage is pretty too, but what am I gonna do? The state's not right, because there's people out there that they help, and people need help. Don't get me wrong, but the people don't even work, who've never worked. And then they get a check, and then they stand out on a corner looking for money. It's just like, I use my discretion with that, because if I see somebody that really looks legit, I will give them my money. But other than that, no. I definitely give to the Salvation Army. I always give to them. And pretty soon I'm going to give to Make-A-Wish. And then there's another one I want to give to. And then I want to give to the veterans, the wheelchair thing. See, now I don't understand this one. I'm pretty sure that's the same size pipe. I just think that I might have to put some weight up on here. And I gotta put some weight down when I screw this down. And then put some weight up on that. Another thing, that's where I gotta use my framing square to make it kinda level. So, ooh. Guys, I hate being out of breath. I really do. I can't stand it. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, let's see. So I got a bunch of other different sizes. Might be two. I don't know, that's kind of short, really. This one might do it. That one there. And, okay, so those two, I'll have to come down here, but I believe it's got to go in a board. I'm just not sure which one. Whoa. See, that fell down. It's, I believe it fell down because it's like arcing, whoops, it's arcing like. So, come down here. This is the part where we'll have to see what happens. But I think I'm gonna rest after this because I feel like S-H-I-T. That's what I feel like, man. I feel like crap-a-ronios. So I want to go over the other side because it's going to show how this is going to look. Because this track is going to go underneath, but partially sticking out. Only because I got those other pieces. I got to get that as so you can run 1/24 scale cars. So, see this side, I think is dramatically going to go down rather than the right side's going to gradually. The right side's gradually going to go down. So once I get these in position, then I'm going to go around with the camera. So we'll see. Uh-oh. I just knocked it down again. Good thing it's not nothing serious. I think because for some reason the second table is higher than the other table. Like probably like 3/16 of an inch. So yeah, so see this is gonna, that might even have to drop down lower than what this is right here because the other track's got to go into it. So this is just to get a reference, you know, just a reference. So yeah, that's got to come down more. So I'm going to drop this wood here. You know, I might even have to drop it lower than what I got, maybe. I just got to make sure it's going to flow good. So let me get the you know what? That definitely's got to pull out all the way over there. So this will work right. So I might even have to do this one too. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Let me come back down. See, this table can push that way probably 5 more inches. So everybody's not as big as me, so they're not going to have to walk like this, basically. So I'm going to come around with the camera, and then we'll see what happens. All right, I'm at 34 minutes right now. Take a gander at the fish. So now we're gonna come around. This is how I gotta walk. Down through here, by the stairs. I gotta duck a little bit. There's my generator. I still gotta get that. It's all hooked up to the house, but I gotta get it straight underneath my deck. And I have to build a spot for it because, man, I'm not even that strong anymore. And I gotta see if I can had my friend's brother. Shit, it's not screwed down, but you can see what it looks like, you know. So that's what it looks like from the opposite side. Hopefully, hopefully this will pick it up. Granted, there's got to be, see, that's got to come down more than what it is over to this side. So it's got to come down. That's kind of steep. I don't want it that steep, so I got to bring that down. And then there's where it crests right there. So I'm going to have to put some weights on top of that to pull that down like a half an inch or more. Who knows? It's just we'll go a half an inch, and then it goes down to a hill, and it's going to come down. Right now it's all junkified, but and then I might even some more track might go in between there. I got to see how this is going to work, but I have to come out with the wood. Well, one of the pylons, we'll call it, out to where those books are better. It's not actually going to be where it is. I just set it there so you can get an idea. So, but that's going on, Slot Family, right there. We'll see if I can get this so I can bullshit with you guys a minute. I got so much stuff up on here. Let's see. I don't know if I could. I don't want to damage my stuff. Let's see. I don't know if this would drop down anymore. A little bit. Yeah, there we go. So, this is it. You know, and then that circle thing, I definitely want to incorporate that in my track. I don't know where it's going to go. But once we'll call it a bridge. Once that upper section's set up, I'd like to get some lights going across, like on a bridge. And then you know, dress it up a little bit more than it is. I think once it's all uniformed, it's going to look right. You know, it's just kind of sitting there now, but I believe that side's got to go down an inch more better. I was like that's got to be the highest point right there. You know, the highest point. So, you know, I just wish those pipes, I paint them, so I'm kind of screwed. I can't bring them back. You know, I probably should have, I don't know. It probably should be like where it crests, probably 2 inches shorter, but I think it'll be all right. You know, just once it's all together, you know, it's going to be different. I ain't seen anybody do this yet, not this fashion, so I kind of want to make it interesting, and I don't want people to get bored with it. But the thing what I like about the Carrera track or any of these tracks, you could change it up, because if it was a wood track, you're beat. It's all done. I think wood tracks are cool too, but for my own preference, I prefer this track. I see guys even paint this track. you know, and it looks good. I don't know if it gives you a better grip or any of that jazz, but I'm going to keep the track the way it is, just for me. And I'll decorate the outside, you know. Like, I wanted to put bleachers and all that stuff, but this track is so busy, I don't know if I'm going to have room. It's got to look right. So I thought of maybe like how the railroad models are. They make stuff that's kind of flat when you don't have much of a space. If I could put like a background up against the wall and put the bleachers up against there, because the pipe's right there, so the bleachers can come out somewhat. They're not going to interfere. So that might work. But I want to build a thing for the camera crew. I'm naming it the Eagle's Nest. And then, you know, I want to have like a starting line. It's like a finish. And maybe gantries here and there on this layout. And then, if I can, see, my intentions was to put an area so people can get food and all that stuff. If I didn't go too much in the middle, that could have been done. But you know, who knows? I mean, it's up to me. I could do whatever I want. So, well, when I get this vision out of my head, if it don't look right, I'll just pack up the extra track, and then I'm gonna put it in a tote with those they're moisture blocks. I have friends that passed away too, that were into muscle cars, and when they stored their cars, they put those moisture blocks in there, just to protect the rails and electronics. So when I pack it away, then however how many months those things will last, I'll just throw those old ones out, put some new ones in. You know, just to take care of my stuff. Right now it's dry down here, so the aquarium actually evaporates a lot of water, so the breathing's going to be good. I gotta get a good dehumidifier down here, and I have to get definitely. And I got this big bass amp. I might go get a littler one. They got small ones that sound really nice. When I bought that, I just, like I said, I went by the Vision. I always wanted to get it. It's like 2 Harkeet cabinets, 410s, and a horn. Right now, it's stuffed in a corner where I want to put a bathroom with a Sandy flush. I mentioned that before too. A Sandy flush it's all encased, all in itself. You have to dig any holes or anything. It's got an injector where I can inject several feet uphill, but I don't have to. It's just got to inject just enough to get into the waste pipe. And then the only thing is I got to come up with some good, I call it shit spray. Yeah. Because I can't put a fan in. I'd have to punch a hole in the concrete. And I already did that over there for my pellet stove. And then I have a hole punched in. I blocked it off that my oil tank fill and breather was in. So I don't want to put no more holes in my foundation. So, but it'd be nice to have a bathroom down here, because actually I pee in a sheetrock bucket, you know. So that gets tired, so it'd be nice to have a bathroom down here. So, but even though this man cave is a mess, I love being down here. I just, I wish I had a comfortable chair and I had an extra machine, because I could fall asleep down here and just plug myself in, you know, watch my fish and fall asleep, you know. So, and then, I have O-scale trains and I have G-scale trains in my G-scale trains. I would love to mount up towards the ceiling, you know, and have it drive up on the side of the walls, you know. So, because it's just peaceful just to watch it, but I don't know. I'd have to, down there, I'd have to put a bridge in, because it's got to go across the way. Guys, I am so tired. I think I'm going to call this it, and then I'm going to go up to my bedroom, see if I can get 2 to 3 hours sleep in, then come down, adjust this thing, screw it down. I got to find my carter wheels, cut off those screws, lay the carpet down, and then staple it. And then I could start building the trek back again, you know. So, if I had the money just to finish this damn thing, and I could borrow from my brother, but I don't want to get so far into it, you know. This way, the end of the month will come, I'll be square with him. And then, I just, you know, I hate to be talking circles about it, but Social Security is just not right. You know, don't take me wrong on this, because I'm happy for those people that are in our country because they were in harm's way. But and I'm not going to tell you what country they're from, because people will get all ignorant, you know. Like I said, I'm happy because those kids, they're not on their computers or riding bicycles like how I did when I was a kid. But I don't begrudge them, but what I do begrudge is the way the state does stuff, because I was born and raised here, and I don't want to sound selfish. I pray I'm not. But I worked all those jobs, you know. So my family, because, you know, that was my decision. You know, I didn't want nobody raising my kids. So my mother was able to stay home. We were actually being able to at least go to the ocean every year, plus other day trips, you know. And plus all their friends hung out here. Once in a while they slept over a few people's house, but my ex and I knew them. So I didn't have to worry about them. So when they got older, when I was going through the divorce, and I got a little stupid. But, excuse me, I put in the system, they took money out of my paycheck every week. You know, the fire department's civil service, but the other jobs weren't. So I want my money. If anybody's listening from the state, because each time I had a different person. Because a couple people, they were really nice, and they knew where I was coming from. But then there's this one guy, he happened to be a young guy, he really ticked me off, and I said, if I got to see him again, I actually told him how it was. And if I had to see him again, I'm going to see a supervisor, because I don't want him, because he didn't give a shit. Really. So, but I want to get my money. I want to get paid. It's mine, and I want it now. Not next week. I want it today. I know it ain't going to happen today, but then if I got that, it'd be retro into it, because I signed up in June. And then they kept telling me that I was getting workman's comp, and I told him I wasn't. Until he told me call down in Boston, the people take care of workman's comp. And they said, you ain't been on that since 2008. I was like weeks. I wasn't like months, I was weeks, because what happened was my thumb got bented back here. So, you know what? But anyways, it would be done. It would be done. You know, I just gotta get those, excuse me guys, those straights. Then I gotta get those custom short straights just in case nothing lines up. I already had to use a few of them already. And then I gotta get 3 more of these, what extra length of cord, because this is ridiculous. I mean, at least you'd come to 6 to 8 feet, 10 feet, not that. How you gonna have grown men like this racing? No. If somebody farts, I don't want to be right up on the person. Not to be gross, but you got a distance. You know. I love that fish tank right there because I can just watch it while I'm talking to you guys. Try to face the camera, so I don't want to be rude too. I don't want to have no rudeness to anybody. But wow, we're almost at an hour, guys, so I'm gonna end this, and then hopefully I'm not making no promises, because you know how I am already. If I don't feel good, I can't get into it, because I know my mind's gotta be right. But that track's definitely got to come down more. The other side don't matter. Turn around. But this side does matter. It's got to come down. It's too high. So, that'd be interesting. I like those. I want enough passing tracks, passing lanes. So you can, I think it's more competition that way. You know what I mean? So, well, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. Be safe, love one another, be kind, and catch you on the next one. Peace out.